What's going on, guys? Here we are, the first of the year. So, this is the second full week of the year. This is the first podcast of the year. So, this is something that I started last year towards the end of the year. Wasn't very consistent with it because I didn't know how it would go. But here I am again, trying to get more consistent with it this year. So, here we are. Happy 2023, and let's get this thing started. All right. So while I am recording this, I'm also taping this. So if you want to get a sneak peek of the podcast and actually visually see me talk as well as listen to me, I will be posting a day early on YouTube so that you get a sneak peek of what the podcast will be about. So I don't know what that's really called when you're doing a podcast on a video, but I'll figure that out and I will cover that. I will name that the next episode. But let's get to it. So today I am talking about confidence. Confidence is something that affected me my whole life. And this perspective, my lack of confidence, kind of affected me my whole life. But as I think about confidence now, as an older man, I think it gets tossed around a little bit too much. I don't think people understand that there's levels. There's levels to this, as people would say. There's levels to this. And there's levels to confidence. And I think there's a big misconception on what confidence actually is. And so I wanted to address that in my own kind of space with my own people because it can kind of get it's one of those things that's trigger happy. You know, you say something, it'll trigger a bad reaction. So this is my safe space where I can talk about it and kind of get people's reaction, good or bad, with it. And I'm confident in my approach to it. So I'm going to go ahead and run with it. So when we talk about confidence, I said there's levels to it. I think there's three levels to confidence. There's one level where you're absolutely confident with staying exactly where you are. You're confident in who you are. You're confident in what you're doing, and you're confident and comfortable in staying there. You have no desire to push past that. You have no desire to try to become better or worse because you don't want to fail. You don't want to feel uncomfortable in the pursuit of more than what you are. I think that really ties into a lot of the culture now of accepting yourself. Accept yourself because who you are is good enough. I'm not saying that it's not good enough. It's good enough. But I think when we talk about confidence, confidence is being more or being striving to be more than what you are and always striving to be better. I think that's where confidence comes into play. So that's the first level. I think the second level is one, you accept who you are, but you have the confidence to dream bigger than what you are, right? So you have what you are and you have exactly in your mindset what you would love to be, but you still don't have the confidence to go for it because of what could particularly happen. It could go good, it could go bad. So you're comfortable with who you are, you dream about what you could be, but you're comfortable staying exactly what you are because you don't want to take that risk of it going badly. So you would rather just stay comfortable even though you do have the confidence in the ability to dream. I think that's the second. Then you get to the third. The third is accepting who you are at the present moment, but knowing that you are going to do whatever it takes, good or bad results, do whatever it takes to become exactly who you want to be. And I think that is part of that 1%. It's part of that 1% of the people. When you look at people like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Michael Jordan, the confidence that they have is not because they know that they will succeed. It's because they were willing to do anything and everything to succeed, even if it didn't work out. And those are the people who have supreme confidence. And then we have the other probably 92%, 92% of the people with they're so comfortable with the jobs that they have, the lives that they have, the spouses that they have, in the everyday that they don't even dare to dream beyond that. What could happen if I did this? If I put myself forward? They're so confident in their ability to get up every morning, work 40 plus hours a week, pay the bills, take the vacations, and feel comfortable. They're confident in themselves, in their ability to do that. And then you have the other 6 or 7% that will say, I'm comfortable doing the 40 hours a week. I'm comfortable paying the bills. I'm comfortable going on vacations. I'm comfortable living the life that I'm living. But there's so much more that I want. And it's out there and I know I can do it, but I'm not willing to take that chance because I don't want it to go the opposite way. Because if I take a chance of where I'm at and it doesn't work, I could lose where I'm comfortable now. So I'll just stay here and dream about it. So I think that's the level of confidence that we deal with. And I think when people say that I'm extremely confident, I don't think they understand what that means. Confidence is going beyond the norm. Confidence is not something that is you're born with. It's something that's developed over time, and it requires growth for it to be confident. For you to be confident, I mean. So I think it's an ongoing thing. So when somebody is working a job that they're going to work for the next 25 years, they don't want to advance, they just look for their yearly raises, they just want to make it through, they just want to get home, pay their bills, enjoy the beers, watch the football, and there's no growth in that. I think that's the first realm of confidence, is that I'm confident that I can do that every single day without any real struggle, without any real push, without any real growth. I'm comfortable staying right here, and I'm confident that I can do that live that life until I can't live it anymore. And then you have the extreme other side that says, I don't want to be normal. I don't want to be average. I want to be more. I want to be to my absolute best of my ability. So I'm going to work as hard as I possibly can, good or bad, win or lose. I'm going to make it to where I want to be. And there's no question about that. Supreme confidence. So you might be asking, so what's the big deal? Who cares? Well, the reason I think this is so important, it's because there's negative in confidence. I think there's negative in confidence. I think when we get so comfortable and we don't push to grow and we don't push to be more than what we currently are, to exceed our own limitations that we put on ourselves, to be more, I think that's a negative aspect, only because I think in a lot of cases we miss out on the person that you could be. The world is missing out on a gift that you could give us by just pushing a little harder to be exactly where you want to be in life. And I can give you an example. So a while back, I was, during the pandemic, I was restructuring the way that I did business as a personal trainer. So a lot of it was shifting to online. That's a part of my business now, but a lot of what I did was in person. So I had to shift to kind of reconfigure for the pandemic because we couldn't be in gyms. And so I was trying to get online clients, and I was talking to a woman. She's a realtor. And one thing I was asking her is like, why do you want to get in shape? I'm a weight loss coach, so why do you want to lose the weight? And she's a real estate agent, and she was scared to put herself out there in her profession because of the way people looked at her for her weight. Now, should people judge you based on your weight, especially when you have a specific profession? No, they shouldn't. But we can't control society in the way that it sees us. We can't control that. So the biggest question is, yes, it was for her profession, but it was also something that she felt inside herself. So during that conversation, I was like, hey, do you want to do this? And gave her the price. And, she had to talk to her husband. And then a few weeks later, she got back. He said, no, we can't really afford it right now. I'm not going to do it. Well, that breaks my heart. It breaks my heart because it's not, ultimately, I don't think it was about the money. I think if you invest in yourself and you're doing the right things for yourself, you can always find the money. Because if you want to get your hair done, you get your hair done. You want to get your nails done, you find the money to get your nails done. If people want to go on vacation, you find the money to go on vacation. So I don't really think it was about the money. I think it was, I'm comfortable enough where I am right now, and I'm doing well enough in my job to where this bothers me, but it's not something I'm willing to push towards because I don't know what the outcome could be. I don't know, even if I try this, will it work? What if I try this and I don't lose the weight? Or what if I try this and I waste the money because I don't give it the effort that I want? There's where confidence comes into play. Now, this person may say, oh, I'm an extremely confident person because I can do my job, but there's something missing because you're not pushing towards being the very best that you can be. So now, because you won't put yourself out there the way you feel like you need to exceed in your business, there's a lot of people that are going to miss out on the opportunity to work with this woman. And maybe this particular woman may put you in the house that you were meant to be in instead of working with someone else who finds you a house that, this will work. So we miss out on opportunities with people because they're just not willing to push to be the very best that they can be and use that absolute supreme confidence, win or lose, to be the best they can be. So that's one example. Another example is I'm going to give you is all about me. It's all about me. So people used to say that I was a confident athlete, and I really, really wasn't. I was not a confident athlete at all. I knew that I was good. I knew that I was better than average, but I did not believe in myself being elite. Other coaches and other parents and my parents would always tell me, you have talent, you have the ability to play at a certain level, but I didn't have that confidence in me. But it was like a light switch. It was on and then it was off. I will explain that. So if I looked at my competition and I knew, this is basketball I'm talking about. If I looked at my competition, the person that guarded me, and I knew that I had more ability to him, light switch, confidence is on. I'm green lighting, I'm shooting, I'm driving, I'm putting 100% effort. Win or lose, I make a mistake, it doesn't matter. I know at the end of the day that I'm going to be successful against this person. Now, if I looked across at my opponent, I didn't understand how good they were, or I didn't believe that I was better than them, it's a light switch. Turn it off. I'm going to do the bare minimum to make an impact on the game, but I'm not going to do anything to put me in a position to look bad, make a mistake, or lose the game for my team. So I was more reserved. I didn't take the chances that I took when I knew that I could outplay my opponent. So I didn't have confidence. Even though on the court it looked like I had confidence sometimes, I really didn't. People would be like, oh, you had a lot of confidence today, you were shooting the ball. No, I just knew that if there was a mistake, I could make up for it because I was better than the person that I was playing against. And I knew that. But if I didn't know it, it looked like I didn't have a lot of confidence, which I really didn't, because I was more reserved. I wouldn't take the shot. I wouldn't take the opportunity to make a mistake because I didn't know if I can make up for them later in the game. So I missed out on my full potential as an athlete because I didn't push towards that. I'm going to be the best I can be no matter who I'm playing against. I'm going to push myself no matter who I'm playing against. So there was flashes of brilliance, and then there was just like, did he even show up today? So that gift of me playing basketball to the point of I could have played maybe D1, D2, never showed because I didn't push myself to do it. Although people surrounding me were like, yes, you can do it. We know you can. We know you can. I didn't feel it in certain opportunities, so I didn't push it. And so I think that's the biggest issue with it, is that society has created this social bubble where we like love yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Don't have those negative thoughts about yourself. Love yourself. Accept yourself. And while that is good, I never want anybody to beat themselves up to the point where they feel bad about themselves. But while that is good, it's also bad because we let people get so complacent and so comfortable and so confident in just surviving each day. And we don't push them to be more confident in being more than what they are. There's nothing wrong with who you are today, but there's growth in becoming exactly who you want to be. And that's what I try to explain with fitness. Fitness it's more than losing weight. It's about you being the best version of yourself. So at the end of the day, if somebody doesn't think they're beautiful and you say, hey, love yourself, don't beat yourself up, you're beautiful, and this, and this. At the end of the day, that person has to go look in the mirror every night and they have to fight that battle. So although we're trying to help, we're also creating a constant battle within someone. Don't do anything. You don't need to do anything. You're beautiful the way you are. And then that person goes in the mirror and just has to battle with that and has to force themselves to love a person that they don't want to be. They want to be more, but we're telling them, hey, you don't have to be more. You can be exactly who you are. Stay who you are. You don't have to change, but they want to. But we don't push them to do that in a loving way. In a loving way. We don't push them to do that. And so one, they're fighting a constant battle with themselves of, do I really love this person that I see every day because I'm supposed to? And then two, we're missing out on what that person could become if we gave them a slight push or a slight nudge or a slight encouragement to push more and be more and test that confidence, good or bad, to be exactly what they want to be. And I think that is the biggest problem with loving yourself, accepting yourself. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I love myself probably more than anyone in the world. And my wife will probably fight you on that. But I love myself more than anyone in the world. But I love myself today only because I'm pushing myself to be better tomorrow. I don't think I would love myself if I was just complacent with who I was today. I know that I can be more. I know that I can do more. So it's a constant battle every day to be 1% better than I was yesterday, whether that be physically, career-wise, a better father, a better friend, a better husband, something in my life I know I can be better at. So I push to be better in one or every aspect of my life every single day. And if I'm not doing that, then I can't love myself because that's not who I am. And I'm not saying that one is better than the other. I'm not saying that. I just think we just need to understand when we say confidence, what are we talking about? What kind of confidence are we talking about? Are we talking about supreme confidence? Michael Jordan, Jeff Bezos, Tom Brady. The ability to put yourself out there 100%, win or lose, I'm going to give it all I got to be the best version of me? Or are we talking about the opposite end of it with I'm confident that I can do the bare minimum within life, enjoy it, and be happy? There's levels to it. There are definitely levels to it. And I think there are some people that are going to listen to this and be like, well, that's not fair. It's not fair. It's really not. There are just some people who are just designed to exceed any limitation that anybody else puts on them because they don't put any limitations on themselves. And then you have the opposite end where you have people who have their own limitations and will take any limitations that life puts in their way as an acceptance of, yeah, I shouldn't be doing that. So it's not fair, but I think it's an individual decision as well. You can make the decision to say, hey, you know what? I'm doing it no matter what, win or lose. And a lot of times it's the people that are around you that's going to influence that. Like my wife, she knows that there is nothing she can say to stop me from doing exactly what I want to do as far as career, getting in shape, being a better father, being a better husband. She'll tell me to relax. She'll tell me to take a day off. And I'm just like, no, because it's not me. I want to be better, not just for me, but I want to be better for her. I want to be better for my kids. And that means pushing to the very best that I can be. And I'm the same way with her. You know, I want to push her to be the best that she can be. So when she starts to doubt or maybe I shouldn't, say, no, if that's what you want to do it. Try it. The worst thing that can happen is it doesn't work. Then we have to rebound and we'll do something else. But you have to have that person in your life that understands who you are and will also support you when things don't go wrong. I think that's a big issue too with confidence, because I have the utmost confidence in myself and I know that. But if that person that I'm with doesn't have that same confidence in me, then that will determine a lot of things about our relationship, one, but it will also put me in a position of, do I believe in me or do I do what's best for the family? And if I'm not doing the best for me, then I can't be the best for my family. So confidence is something that is really important. It's something that is not given at birth. It's something that you earn over time through growth and through acceptance of exactly who you are and who you want to be and who you're willing to be. And I think that's where the differences come into play. And as I look at social media, you know, we idolize the people who have pushed there. You know, we idolize, you know, Dwayne Rock Johnson, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Oprah Winfrey. We idolize those people for the confidence to push to be the best people that they are. But why couldn't that be us? Why couldn't that be you? Why couldn't you be the best of who you are? And I'm not saying that you're not the best of who you are today, but there's growth every day. There's growth. You can be better at something every single day. And a lot of times I see a lot of people clock in, clock out. That's it. 40 hours out the gate. Same amount of money doing the same things. And that's fine. I'm not knocking it at all. Please understand, I'm not knocking it at all. Everybody has their own choices in life. All I'm trying to say is there's levels to confidence. So understand that when you say I'm a confident person, you have to be willing to define that to yourself. Because confidence there's levels to it. And I think we get so confused by just using the word confident, and we want it to mean one thing, but it means something else. And I think we get confused by that, we get complacent by that, and we don't choose to grow beyond where we're confident at today to be more confident tomorrow and move on to the confidence of trying to be everything that we want to be beyond what we are today. So I think that's very, very important. I think fitness is a great way to start to build that confidence, because every day that you walk into the gym, there's a different outcome. You come out 1% better every time you go into the gym. Doesn't matter. You go in, you put in work, you're 1% better than you were yesterday. I'm not saying you're 1% stronger. I'm not saying you're 1% leaner. I'm just saying you're putting yourself to be 1% better because you put in the work, you overcame the obstacles that you impose on yourself, that you imposed on yourself. You put yourself in the gym. You put yourself lifting those weights. You put yourself on that treadmill. So you impose the obstacles that you put on yourself every single day. You overcome them and you come 1% better. So then you start to build confidence, not only in your ability at the gym, but you start to build that mental mindset that there's more. I want more. I want more out of this life. I want more. And I know I can go get it because I do this every single day. I put myself in something and I come out of it better on the other side. So you start to train your brain. Well, I need to do that work. I'm going to go in and do a little bit better. Come out 1% better at work. You start to look for those advances in work. You start to look beyond the job that you're in. How can I create another career, or how can I create a bigger career than what I'm already in? So it's something that kind of manifests in you. As you get better physically, you feel better, more energy. You like the way you look more. You're more comfortable in your body. People can say they're confident at any weight, but are you comfortable in your body is the biggest question. Comfortable means, do you have the energy to do what you want to do? Can you move the way you want to do? Are you strong enough to do the things that you want to do? That's a whole nother conversation about comfortable in your body, but the confidence that you build by being comfortable in your body then flows out into the rest of your life. So that's something to really think about, is if you don't feel like you're at one of these three levels of confidence, and there's very few people who are fully at the supreme confidence level. Most of us are at the confident where I'm at level, or there's a small percentage at that I want to be more and I'm confident enough to dream about it, and you're starting to take those steps to push towards it. There's still days where you're like, I don't know, I don't want to, but I'm going to. Maybe I won't, maybe I will. So you're still in that in-between phase. But there's a lot of people there. But that supreme confidence to go for it, no matter what. Beyond the odds, beyond the doubts, beyond the criticism, that's a very, very small percentage of the people. So, and if you look at those people, a lot of them work out every single day. And it's because even when you start to doubt yourself, you cannot doubt consistent history. So if yesterday you went to the gym, today you go to the gym, tomorrow you're going to go to the gym, and those days add up, the history of that consistency starts to build comfort in being uncomfortable, pushing past your limits, exceeding what you thought you could do, and being more, 1% more every single day. That becomes a natural thing for you. So you just kind of push in every aspect of your life. So I think, I think fitness factors into confidence a lot. And as a personal trainer, I can attest to that. Just me doing this right here is because I put myself through the obstacle of working out every single day. So I'm willing to put myself out there and try something new. I don't know how this is going to work out. I really don't. I'm hoping it goes well, but I don't know. So, but I have the willingness and the confidence in myself to at least put myself out there, see what people say. Do they agree? Do they not? You know, I was last year, I did it, just a podcast, and you really couldn't get any feedback. If somebody wrote a negative comment, erase it. You know, it's okay. And I hid behind the microphone. This is more in your face kind of talking. And is put myself out there a little bit more. So as I build confidence in my abilities to speak and to talk positively, I'm finding different ways and different avenues to get my message out there, and I'm confident in my ability to do that. So, and that all goes back to me feeling good and comfortable in my own body to be more than what I am today, tomorrow, and the day after. And that just comes from fitness. I can attest to it. The things that I do in the gym, when I exceed my own expectations, gives me confidence to do more in life. Be a better father. Do more around the house. Build my own business to the best that it can be. Be a better husband. Be a better friend. So, confidence is important. It's important to you finding out who you are. It's important so that you can give the gift that you were given to the world so that others can experience. And it's important for you to be able to be more than what you put your own limitations on. We put limitations on ourselves every single day. And to exceed those limitations takes confidence. It takes confidence to win, takes confidence to lose. But in order to win, you have to know if you can do it. Sitting idly by saying, I don't know if I can do it, so I'm just going to sit right here. You don't win, you don't lose, but you stay stagnant. So you do not grow. And then in turn, we miss out on you being the best of who you are. So think about that. Think about confidence. Think about, are you a confident person? What level of confidence do you have? There's very few people in that supreme confidence level. I think I'm right in between that supreme confidence and confidence to dream. I dream a lot, and I'm taking small steps towards who I want to be. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there to that supreme confidence. I'm getting there. And I hope to be there very soon. So, if you're watching this, leave me some comments, good or bad. I know they're coming. And I'm confident in my ability to handle them, make some adjustments if needed be, and then continue to spread my message, because someone out there relates to this. Majority of you probably won't, but there's somebody out there that relates to this. If there's one person that relates to it, then I've done my job, because I want to inspire one person to be more than what they ever thought they could be, as I try to do that myself. So if it's just one person, then I've done my job, and I'm going to continue to do it. And maybe next time will be 2 and 3 and 4, and I'm just going to keep pushing until my message is heard. So with that, I'm going to wrap this up. It was a great first podcast of 2023. It was a great recording of the first podcast of 2023. I'm going to continue to do this each month. I'm committing to it, and I'm going to make myself more confident in my ability to do this and spread my message and be exactly who I want to be. So with that said, have a great 2023. Keep pushing, keep striving, keep working on that confidence, and let's be the best versions of ourselves every single day. Have a good one.